When you make videos on the internet and share your life with others on the internet, there is a certain thing about it. Being South Asian and Indian and putting every bit of your life, like I choose to put out, almost all of it. Actually, I take that back. I don't put some parts of it out there, but I'm very vulnerable and I'm very open about the things that I do put out there. This is a very interesting topic because it comes with its perks and it also comes with a lot of opinions and judgments from others. When we talk about being an Indian creator, I'm talking about real creators, okay? Like real South Asian creators. This may be a hot take, but when I say Indian creators, these are the people who actually put their life out there. They make good pieces of content. They share their opinions, they share their stories, they share their journeys, whatever it is, in whatever niche, that's all, in my eyes, real. Not the people who just dance and post thirst traps because of their body and that they look good. Those people who do that simply for the likes and views, I don't consider those as being a real creator. You're just putting something out there that the algorithm likes, that'll feed you likes, follows, attention. And by the way, I feel really touchy still saying the word creator. I don't know why, but maybe because I haven't been doing this that long. I've probably been doing this seriously for like with podcasting for like 6, 7, almost 8 months now, and the videos maybe like 2 months. I don't know why. Maybe it's that, or because I don't have that big of a following. Maybe once I actually build a community around a specific type of people, that's when I'll feel comfortable saying creator. I just say I like to make videos on the internet. There are two very big things about being a South Asian creator. Number one is that it feels very out of the box. And when I say out of the box, I don't mean that lightly at all. It really is out of the box. Specific, like if you look at the grand scheme of things, yes, there are a lot of South Asian creators that are making a lot of pieces of content and doing a lot of stuff. But if you just look in your local area, the people that you grew up with, friends that you grew up with, your your high school friends, your college friends, all those people, you would be the standout. You would be the outlier. Being that outlier, it comes with a lot of judgment. There are lots and lots of people who will view your stuff and give you an outside opinion that will never ever be voiced to you. It's a fancy way of saying that people will talk shit about you behind your back. And even though me being someone who has posted a good bit of content on the internet, I haven't experienced a lot of that. But what I do know for sure, and maybe that's just my ego talking, or maybe that's just me creating false scenarios that aren't even true, but I'm pretty confident that there have been people in a room that talk poorly or negatively about me behind what I do, which is make videos and put them on the internet. Specifically, I say this because of the type of content that I choose to put out. Now, if I was someone like talking about, I don't know, if I was talking about sports or if I was talking about makeup or if I was talking about making videos about the earth, science, history, lessons, I don't know, whatever it is, if I was making videos about anything else, I don't think it would have been seen as that crazy. Like people may actually be interested in it. But the fact that I'm making videos about my life and sharing the things that I struggle with and sharing the things that I really am vulnerable about day in and day out and doing it consistently every day, almost sometimes multiple times a day, it's not the norm to say the least. Okay. And I'm going to give this entire episode is going to be a very foundational and basic explanation or understanding of what it's like of being an Indian creator. Again, I said that word again. But there's like this weird balance that I have to have or I try to have because it's like I don't care what other people think. Like I really don't give a fluff on one end. But at the same time, I worry what someone else may say when I see them face to face. I think that's the thing I fear the most. I was talking about it with my buddy a couple days ago where I still can't fathom the idea that I just make videos and I post them every single day, knowing that anyone at any time can view them. But I told them that if I meet these people face to face, I would be stuck. I would be shocked. I wouldn't know what the heck to say. And that's the definition of that exact line. I will worry what someone else will say to me. But at the same time, when I'm in the comfort of my own home posting stuff, I really don't care. That fear really evolves and comes to life when I'm outside, getting those looks from people that you've seen. And to be honest, this is I could transition already into the second thing that I want to talk about. And it's that all creators get hate, but Indian creator hate is just different because of our culture. And this is no knock on all creators who do get backlash, because every creator does, man. Everyone does. But the people who make content that are in the South Asian community, depending on what type of content it is, of course, the backlash that you get is just different. Speaking from my own personal experience, like I just mentioned, it for me it hasn't been that much, but the judgment and hate and negativity that I do get, it really be your own people. And it's because of the culture, right? So first off, mom and dad of mine, they don't support this. They don't support this at all because they don't see it as a viable career. Fair. That's fair. They don't know what this type of stuff is. They don't know what it can lead to. They may not even know that this will be successful. Like in their head, they're like, dude, what is this kid doing? Spending all this time trying to make things happen if nothing is even working. And 6, 7 months in, they're not wrong. It hasn't been working. But in my eyes, seeing someone view my podcast or view a video and see that it helps someone and that it's relatable to someone in some way, shape, or form, that means everything. And that's the exact reason why I keep making things. I don't know how long it will take until it will garner an actual audience, which is why I'm deciding to niche this down into 3 main categories of the type of podcast that I want to make. And even this, it may evolve as we go down the line, because the type of content that you produce, it should be a reflection of your true authentic self, dependent on the season that you are in life. Right now, I'm in the season of life of learning to trust myself, accept myself, love myself. I'm trying to see myself in the light that I wasn't seen in growing up, from close family, not being accepted for my choices, things that I want to do, always felt like a sore thumb sticking out, all those things. And that is the exact reason why I decided to talk about all these vulnerable things, because I was looking on the internet and there aren't, like, I just typed in Indian creators or South Asian creators, and maybe that's not the best thing to type into YouTube, but even now there aren't that many. This is still a relatively new thing where South Asian people are coming out here speaking their minds, putting out their art in their form. It's all a new thing. And I still think it is very new. It's not talked about enough, and it's still very underserved because of the lack of attention that it gets. Because like we out here can still make the same type of content, produce the same type of stuff, even better, do it better. But hopefully this podcast one day can grow into something where we can have these conversations about South Asians being artists in their own ways with whatever it is that they want to put out. It's growing, and it's a growing community, and I feel like it's a niche that I really want to explore on this podcast. Specifically, once I do bring on more people to interview, and I would love to interview South Asian people on this podcast because it would be a great talking point to connect with what it's like living at home, or being around other people who are South Asian, or those who understand our culture and our families and what it could be like growing up, and how hard it can be to do something that's out of the box, knowing that it's not the norm. Indian moms comparing their kids to this kid. Oh, my son got into this school. Oh, my son works as this. He works here, having this job. Everything is a competition to our parents and our community. At least that is what it's like for it with my mom and her friends, and all of us. Like, she's very popular. She has a lot of people know her, and a good amount of them know that, I left school early, I'm working now, and that, I make videos. Everything is a competition. Literally everything. The uncles and aunties that grew up calling me beta beta are now like talking crap behind my back for making videos and doing what I'm doing, not having the highest paying job or doing this and doing that. And it's like an insecurity almost, because it's like my parents are out here getting all this slack from others, or doing their best to defend me, which I constantly tell them not to do. Is like, hey, just let them think what they want to think. But to them, it's like, dude, this is our quote unquote reputation that's being tarnished. And even that, I have very strong views on. It's like, dude, I don't care. This is my life. I'm not going to die for your dream when it's my life. So it's it's just this one big hoorah that I would love to explore with other South Asian creators, because it needs to be talked about. And I don't think it's talked about enough. And the more South Asians come together and talk about it, the better it'll be, I feel like, for the community. And the more we can actually authentically share our art without feeling guilty for what our community may say to us. Another reason why I've talked about a lot, like another reason I've talked about this a lot in the past, is that Remember when I was talking a lot about moving out and going to a different city and living there for a while? The reason I want to do that is because, and this is, I'm something an advocate for everyone to do. It's funny, I'm giving this as advice and I haven't even done it, but I'm just going to say we have to move out. We have to go somewhere else because when you go somewhere else, you will actually not feel that pressure of what someone in your own town, in your own area will say to you because you won't freaking see them. That's why I'm such a homebody. Honestly, I just like to do me, get my own work done, do my own thing, put out my own stuff. I don't want to go out and even have to face anyone. But it's not like I'm going to stop living my life or sacrifice living my life just so I won't see someone. No, I don't want to operate that way. I'm going to keep living my life, but I'm not going to go out to unnecessary things or do unnecessary things that aren't serving me and aren't putting me in the position that I want to be in a couple years down the line. Right now, I'm just focused on having fun. I'm making videos and podcasts that may be valuable to someone out there, and whatever that leads me to, I will be cool with as long as I give it my all. Leave it all out on the floor, as athletes say. I don't want to tiptoe on the lines of posting good content while also tiptoeing on the line of what if this brown person sees this and what will they think? When I say brown person, I mean like all the people that I know from high school, college, growing up, all that. I feel like I'm slowly moving past that. Every video, every project, every podcast, I've become more and more comfortable with just sharing everything because this is not about them. This is more about me. I'm doing it for me, not for them. That's all I have for you guys today on this whole topic of being a Indian creator. I know this was something that I can go deeper on and I want to go deeper on. Maybe I'll write about it. Maybe I'll reach out to some people, see what their experiences are like. This is definitely something to come back to and explore more because I'm very fascinated and interested by what the dynamic is. Why is my voice like almost gone? Of what the dynamic is of being someone who posts videos on the internet who's South Asian and how to break out of that idea of like, oh my God, log kya kahenge? What's everyone going to say? Hassan Minhaj, great, great example. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoy this. And like I always say, take care, tell someone that you love them, and go do something nice for someone today because they genuinely, genuinely deserve it. You guys can follow me on all my socials, follow my journey. If you guys like this episode, feel free to share it with someone. Follow us at the Career Pack Podcast. Leave me a review 3, 4, 5 stars, 1, 2. Anything helps. Be honest. I am not opposed to honesty. I appreciate it. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.